Well, as always, hello again from Southern Ontario, September 29th. Part 2 of Trudeau's rural immigration program. I filmed a video on this a number of months ago. I meant to check it in town and kind of see what I'd said then and look at the views and stuff. And I forgot. No data at home. However, and I lost my notes that I'd made for this the other day. So I'm just going to have to wing it, which I usually do anyways. What is the rural immigration program? Well, Trudeau is enacting it and acting upon it, as we speak. He's buying hotels and motels and who knows what to distribute the immigrants, the irregular immigrants. Who knows what he's calling them today? I think he just calls them his people because they're going to vote for him. That's why I've been bringing them in. Shouldn't need to explain that. I kind of think he's buying who knows what, because how would we know? Because Parliament's closed. We don't have a democracy anymore. So the opposition can't ask him. So we really don't have much of an idea. But one thing I'm pretty certain of, I don't think he's buying these properties with Daddy's trust fund or money from the Trudeau Foundation. Pretty sure he's spending your and my money doing it. Well, I'm certain of it. Now, why is he doing it, and what is the rural immigration program? Well, you know, he's not clearing some forest and leaving some lumber and bricks there and saying, welcome to the country, you can pitch in and build your own house, kind of a Habitat for Humanity thing. No, he's buying them accommodation. Again, why? Well, this is kind of where wish I'd have kept my notes. I kind of had some figures, so I'll just have to go through them. And again, I'm a bit tired. However, let's say we'll call it any town. Any town that's always voted, let's say there's 100,000 people in any town. But it's never voted Liberal. Notice there's been an unprecedented amount of money spent, your and my money, on polls by the Liberal government. Why? Well, I don't think it's because he's wondering whether he should have an election or not. The NDP jumped in bed with him again. Bribery, blackmail, whatever it is, goes back and forth between Trudeau and Jagmeet there, the leader of the NDP. Blackmail, bribery, whatever you want to call it. So we didn't have a non-confidence vote to get rid of this haircut at the helm clown. So, again, pretty much acting dictatorially. So, he does a poll. He says, any town, 100,000 people, only 20% of them are going to vote Liberal. It's not enough. So, I'll stuff in 30,000, let's say, immigrants who are going to vote for me. That's the rural immigration program. So now he's got 50% of the vote, doesn't he? The other 50% is going to be fragmented, so he gets his majority. I'm sure any town's going to be really happy about having 30,000 immigrants added to their population, burdening their already crumbling infrastructure. And on top of the costs of our immigration policies, if it can be called that, which I figure, and some people are going to argue these figures, I figure they cost $100,000 in the first year per head. Pretty expensive vote, eh? Maybe you'd have been better to distribute that 100,000 in amongst us. He might have got a few votes instead of $2,000 a month in a curb check. But I digress. That's what the rural immigration program is. He's plopping them down in places, yes, mostly rural, because the rural people tend to be a little smarter or more informed, if you prefer. I mean, you look at what the biased voting system that upsets the West so much, where Ontario, mostly Southern Ontario, and mostly Toronto, has in seats in Parliament that remains, and well, say remains, has always been sort of the bastion of liberalism. He needn't park them there. Those doughheads are already voting for his haircut. No, he's putting them in places where the polls show don't like him. So that's what the rural immigration program is. Pretty clever, eh? Gotta wonder who gave him the notion, don't you? However, that's neither here nor there as to who gave him the notion. Point in fact is, he's enacting it, again, in a dictatorial fashion. You, I, anybody, the opposition parties, haven't had a say in the matter because Parliament's closed under the guise of COVID. Yeah, so that's what the rural immigration program is. It's not a nice, tidy little package to, get them out to help the farmers harvest the crops. Maybe build the town and the community up. No, that's not what it is. It is what it is. And it is him continuing to act towards his now, I think, obvious agenda. Is he trying to hide it anymore? I don't think so. I was talking to a girl the other day. She said, "Oh, I'll never vote for progressives. They're for the rich people." I said, "Well, if nothing else, what about 6 scandals? 6? Well, I just can't seem to bring myself to vote for anyone else," she says. I didn't say, maybe see the video I'm going to post soon about the rural immigration program. You can't fix stupid and you can't teach a sheeple anything. But anyways, that's what the rural immigration program is. Nice, tidy sounding little package. It's a terrible, terrible, nasty thing. And that's what the rural immigration program is. As always, people, take care. Good luck to us all. We need it here in Canada. And yeah, do be scared. I think I'm going to add that to the end of each of my posts from here on. Be scared. Be very, very scared. Some scary times. I got to wonder if... well, I'll leave that for another video. Anyways, take care.